Hi, it's Regina, and I'm back with another mini. And this one is of my children. It's actually a day that we had spent at the park. And I used the basic gray Indian Summer paper pack along with the chip stickers. And in the pack it had this chip sticker that says Fall in Love. So that's what I'm calling the mini. And over it I put a little rock candy distress stickles. And I love the way it came out. And I added these two brads on the side and put some dimensionals underneath. I hung this word that says autumn from the garment pin along with the locket and the key, and I just put some alcohol ink over it just so that it would match. On this side I took my Sizzix die cut, and it's actually like a ticket punch, and I alcohol inked the back of the acetate, and I used my Tim Holtz bird stamp and used distressed embossing powder over it, and just attached it with this arrow and this Tim Holtz brad, and then I sanded over it just to make it look a little grunged up. And I like the way the ticket came out. It's pretty cool. So on the back side I just used some puffy paint and just put some dots around the edge. On this side I took one of the chip stickers, which was a leaf, and I added crackle paint over it. It came out pretty cool. And I just hung it from this little circle piece, which is being held in place with this brad and a piece of ribbon. And I just stamped the word hugs on this little sticker that I also put some dimensionals under. And each of the pages are sprayed with Glimmer Mist marshmallow color, and I love this color. It's really, really pretty. On the next page is a picture of my daughter Gia, and I love this page. It's my favorite. Her arm was actually out to the side, and when I saw this chip piece, it just reminded me of her holding like a bouquet of flowers or balloons. So I just stuck it in place, and it's being held down with the Seven Gypsies twisties, and I just love the look. And just to make it pop, I added some glossy accents over the circles. It came out really cute. And then I just added a felt photo corner and put some distressed walnut stickles on it. And I also love the way that came out. And on this side I found this petal card die in a smaller size, so I just put her name on top, and then it just has two tickets inside of it with some journaling, and it says you are 13 months, and then it just says her name, Gia John Friedman, love mom, and it tucks right back inside there. On this side I just put another rub on. It says leaves are falling. It talks about autumn, along with the chip sticker bird. I placed a crown on her and a rhinestone for her eye, and just one of these Making Memories metal sticker pieces that says the number 3 for my 3 children. On this side I used the top note shape die, and it's a picture of my son holding a leaf, and I love it. And I just spelled his name out with these little scrap board pieces, and I actually got this tip from Bona, and I thought it was really good because I already had this in my stash, so I just glued it down to the side, and I like the way it came out. And then on this side I used my Sizzix die cut to cut out a leaf from a piece of metal, and then I just heat embossed it and sprayed it with Glimmer Mist and just inked the edges just to give it a distressed look. It's really nice. Came out kind of shiny, kind of rusty looking. On this side I just took one of my stamps and stamped November 13th which was a day that we were at the park, and just use one of those circles again to circle the date. On this side, I made a pocket accordion, and it's being held by this basic gray magnetic piece. I've never used these before, so it was kind of tricky, but it's actually a magnet piece, and I just held it in place with this ribbon. I think it came out kind of nice. So it flips up, and on the front of the pocket accordion, I actually took my favorite Tim Holtz flourish stamp that I use all the time, and I took my bleaching pen and put some bleach on top of it and just stamped onto the pocket, and it just bleached the paper. Really cool. Just got to make sure that you clean your stamp right after. Just added these pieces that say lovable, cherish, and adore. And I just did a journaling tag for each of the kids. And there's one in the back and one more behind that one. And then this just folds back down. Really cool. On this side, I have pictures of my daughter, and it says open right here. And I just got some rub-ons and put this little bird on her shoulder. Put this little word sweet, and then actually another chip sticker photo corner. And it just pulls out. And on the center, it says tiny fingers. And on this one, she has a butterfly on her shoulder. And I love these pictures of her. She had so much fun on this swing. And on this side, I made another shaker box and added the word fall at the bottom, and another rub-on that says falling, 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 falling. And I added some leaves in there. So when you shake it, the leaves move. Kind of cool. And then on this side, I just have a pocket. I got this idea also from Bona, which I loved. I ran it through my embossing folder, which have leaves on it, and then I inked over it and painted the edges. I used the Stress embossing powder with the stamp that says caught on film. It's actually a picture of myself at the park with the kids. And that's me looking tired because my kids are a lot of work. But I did journaling on the back, and I stamped snapshots. And I always take pictures of myself so my kids can know what mommy looked like during the years of their lives, which I think is really important. Because if I don't take pictures of myself, my kids wouldn't have any pictures of their mom. So I think that's important to always take pictures of yourself as well. On this side, I did another Tim Holtz technique, and this technique I actually learned from him when I met him 2 weeks ago. And it was so funny because he had that flourish stamp that I love, and he was spritzing it with water, and I thought he was cleaning it, but he wasn't. What he did was he had inked his tag, because he works on tags, so that's what I did. I inked in a couple of different colors onto the paper, and then you spray the stamp with water, and you stamp onto it, and it actually leaves a watermark image once you remove it. And I love it. It's just a subtle look, but it's beautiful. And this is a picture of my son, and he was crawling all in the grass. So I took a Thicker's frame, and I sanded the edges, and I put some stickles over it. And then I had this chip sticker that says Gone with the Wind, so I thought it went great with the theme of the page. And then I used the Karen Foster Loopy Brad that Bona actually sent me as well with my last kit, and just hung this charm that says Smile. And on the last page, it's just a picture of my son, and I stamped the word My Little Man with 2 stamps, because he is my little man. And I just used my stamp that says Memories, and I just put Heritage Park, November 13, 2009, and circled Friday because that's the day we were there. And then on this side, I used the flourish stamp again and inked it with Perfect Medium and just used the Perfect Pearls embossing powder over it. And I think it came out really nice. So that's my mini, guys. I hope you like it. Have a good day. Bye.